Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Conversations with Women in STEM. So, you're our first guest, and I have one question for you. So, your field, experimental astronomy, is quite a unique field in India. So, how did you come across it and decide on it?
Yes, Prerita, I really didn't imagine that I would come into this particular field. But what I was interested was because I had been seeing my dad doing a lot of electrical stuff. So I just got instrument. I was very interested in working with instruments. Larger the instrument, better the feeling, kind of. So when I got an opportunity to do PhD, we had a set of people who would tell what they are doing, and Professor Goswami was one of the person who was talking about formation of solar system using a big mass spectrometer, and there were only two instruments of that kind in India, and that's how I just got attracted to the field. Yeah, so there was no particular reason why I did, but probably it's my love for instruments, I think, bigger instruments that pulled me here.
Wow. I've heard about this big instrument in your lab, which is the NanoSims, the one you just spoke about, the mass spectrometer. So, what exactly is it used for, and what?
This mass spectrometer nanosims is a one step higher than what I used to work with here. So this is like the only one in India now.
Wow.
It has only one nanosim. So when we bought this instrument, this was like we bought it, but somehow this instrument fell down while downloading it into the lab, taking it into the lab. And then we had a lot of problems. We had to send it back to France because there's a monopoly for this instrument. So it comes under Emetic. So we had to send it back, get it repaired, and it had to come back. So I mean, it was like a break in my career for some time to not work with the instrument. Plus, it was pretty much difficult to send it back and get it back again and start running it, installing it. So though it was supposed to start in 2009, somehow because of lot of issues we faced with it, it didn't start 2010 or something like that. So it was really difficult. But then yeah, constant. It's like a baby, It needs constant attention. It's like baby who doesn't like if you go away for a day or half a day. So you have to constantly sit with it and keep working with it. Yeah, to not annoy it. It's yeah, it's a difficult instrument, and plus they're not well trained engineers in India. So that was one great thing that hampered my work is that we didn't have any trained engineer, and this instrument is very different. It's like state of the art instrument, and the optics is very different from any mass spectrometer. A conventional mass spectrometer, if you take, this one is very complicated, has some 250 elements that you have to tune or uh, align kind of. So it's not as easy as other instruments I would put in like this. So with no well experienced, even chemical engineer, there is no chemical. I mean, the French engineers, they had to come from there to repair if I had any problem, or even if I had to buy some small parts, we had to buy from them. Yeah. So the whole procedure of getting small parts or any part for nanosims was a big deal for me. Yeah. So which really hampered the work initially a lot. So faced a lot of problems installing it, running it, and plus lack of real manpower with me was pretty much difficult all alone. Seriously speaking, so I was a kind of single mother at that time. I mean, yeah,
My
trying,
God.
yeah. So pregnancy, an instrument broken, and no technical staff along with me, so it was very difficult period. But somehow I worked all through my pregnancy. I mean, in fact, I drove during my cesarean, I drove to the hospital.
So
I
you
remember.
drove yourself.
Yeah, I drove myself. I had a cesarean, so it was easy to drive though. It wasn't that difficult because I was not in pain. But the point is that I worked till my last moment. The thought was that if I have to take maternity leave, it will be very difficult. I can't take maternity leave when NanoSims is at this position where we can run it. I mean, it was 2010 January, so I just couldn't risk not working with NanoSims. So I worked till the end. I put all my effort, went for cesarean, and then 45 days I had to stay at home. But the 45th day, I reached NanoSim's lab. And I think when Isha was 2, 3 months, I used to bring her in that carry bag,
Oh
uh,
yeah, that
carry cloth.
cradle
Yeah, carry
basket.
yeah, I used to take her everywhere I went. So Isha practically grew up with NanoSims actually. So she was always in lab with me in 20 degree or 19 degrees. So
A
I used to,
childhood friend. Wow.
I used to feed her, then work on NanoSims, then clean her poo, whatever, and then again work on NanoSims. So it was kind of a, it's fun talking about it, Prerita, now, but at that time, it was really trying period. And you can laugh on things sometimes after a few years, yeah, but when you're going through it, it has been difficult. Really difficult time that I have gone through. And then I should say that I'm lucky to have then worked on good samples and had good science out of NanoSims. Yeah, eventually everything went well. So this was the personal hardship that I really went through this time. Yeah.
My God, like you've had quite the journey
Oh
with
yeah.
this equipment. Like it's like a
Some.
part of your story at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah. So sometimes when I just close my eyes and wonder if I can do it all over again, I get fed. I really don't know I would do it again ever. So I mean, I don't know how I could manage at that time. I mean, there was a period when I remember because this instrument is not a kind of instrument that you put it up at 9 o'clock and you can shut it off at 6 o'clock. It's not like a very mechanical kind of instrument. So what we do is we run analysis, and when the analysis there's a reproducibility, you're sure that you can run the sample, then you run the sample and you have to end with a standard again. Just to be, it's called a bracketing kind of a system where you do two standards and run the sample in between. So it's
Okay.
not that I can just do this, stop it, and then come back tomorrow and do it.
You
Okay.
have to complete.
Yeah, so what used to happen is if I'm doing a small analysis, what I had to do is by 5 o'clock I just used to tune the instrument and do standard, and at 5 I thought, oh my god, I have to finish my standards and do standard again. So it used to be late night, like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the evening, night,
Nice.
midnight, yeah, that my analysis would finish. And at this time, Isha is already asleep. So fortunately, I mean, I have been fortunate that I had a car, but during that time, one of the days, this car was under repair. I mean, service, annual
Oh my
service.
God.
So I used to go by scooty. And then I woke up Isha. She's, I think, 2.5, 3, that we have to go. You have to stand. Yeah, she had to stand in front. At 3 o'clock, we are driving and she just slept off. Yeah, I'm saying, oh, Isha, please don't do so. So I have Chuni. Then I tie her up like Rani Lakshmi Bai or something of that sort. And then we drove. I used to live far off, like 12 kilometers from here.
My God.
Yeah, so I had very strange experiences which probably normal wives of normal scientists wouldn't have done any time, you know. Used to be like crazy times. And then there was another time when I fell down and broke my leg. Yeah. So this is Isha is 9 months old, and I have this plaster, and I have to go for a conference in London. Yeah, and I don't want to miss this conference because I had wasted my time with NanoSims and couldn't attend many conferences a year back. So what happens is, because I'm only one in this field in India, so I have no one to discuss with. I'm the only person, right?
Yeah.
So So whom do I discuss with? So for me, these conferences mean a lot. This is the only time I can exchange samples or talk about new things or find out how people are uh, solving their problems with nanosims or anything. Yeah, any new thing that is happening. This is the only time. Yeah, conferences. And I could imagine that I will not get a visa because of this. And my nanosims had to be done anyways, and I don't have a lot of help in lab. So I came to lab. I took a diamond cutter. We have a diamond cutter to cut meteorite samples because doctor said I can't remove this plaster. Yeah, it was 1 week and I had a lot of problem. I came to lab. I took the diamond cutter. I cut my plaster of Paris.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. Just because I needed that visa for the conference. And I really wanted to roam around here and finish off my work and didn't want to miss the conference. So I did all crazy things to be in the field, just to be where I am today. I don't think anyone else have it. So when there is during winters, this still pains, this where I
Oh
roam.
my God, you still have the pain. My-
Pains some days.
that's that's difficult. But now you have more people in the lab who would like know how to operate it, right?
For past few years, it has been really easy. We have annual maintenance contract, and then you get used to. Plus, Isha, I remarried,
Grown
and
up now.
Isha is grown up, and there are two people who are working with me. So everything changed with time. But this was initial time, and it was very, very difficult. And it was a very strange, difficult, everything, whatever you say. So any person I pick up from here to help me with nanosims is entirely new. Entirely
Hmm.
new means has never seen this kind of instrument. I'm the
Yeah.
only one who has worked abroad in postdoc, but the only thing is I have used as a worker. You have to understand, I was a user when I was in Washington University. I was in Mainz, Max Planck. I'm a user there. I'm not allowed to open the instrument and close the instrument, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But when I come here, everything is, I mean, it's my headache, yeah. So to open it up and then to see, oh my God, what is supposed to be done here? I mean, it's like for the first time I'm opening it up, huh? And you have to open it all alone. It's like a ton. I mean, sometimes if you
My
come
God.
down, you have to see this instrument. It's a huge instrument. So one of the parts where you put the sample, if the sample falls down, the whole thing is like a ton, I mean, 80 kgs or something of that sort. And you have to open this up. So you have to bring a hydraulic crane, put belts around the hydraulic crane, uh, put this weight on the belt, and then use the hydraulic crane to move this. I mean, after opening the nuts, and then remove your sample, put back, and then put the nuts again. Yeah. And this I was doing when I was 8 months pregnant, alone.
My
All,
God.
yeah, yeah. I did all crazy things I can think about. I think. Yeah, so it was at that time what I used to do is, yeah, it was depressing at times. I will not, I have to admit that I went through frustration time and then think, I can't escape it. I don't want to run away to wash you again. So I have to do it. Yeah, somehow I have to do it. So I'll go back and start doing it again. Even if I don't know, I'll just do some hey trial. I'll ring Chemica. I'll ask some friends. I mean abroad because there is no help here. But there was so trying times. Yeah, pray that it was. Ah. So you know why women don't want
Cannot
to do
imagine.
science. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a gold mine of stories, ma'am.
No, but it was like this. Yeah, early morning you come, and it's entirely new problem. Sometimes the magnet is not working. Sometimes the source is not working. I mean, every day a new problem. I mean, I could have made a list of problems, and it never matched. Never ever matched to it. And somewhere it was also because uh, I was new to setting up the system, I think. So, like for central AC. So, we put up a central AC, but the guy was, I don't know, it always broke down. So, if the AC breaks down, the magnet always gives a problem. So, since I'm working in a very sensitive kind of an instrument, the magnet should remain stable in ppm level. Yeah.
Oh.
But if the AC is varying, if the AC is varying by 1 degree, I cannot work. I mean, it will give me faulty results. So I cannot work at all. So my AC has to work within 1 degree. Or my water chiller, which gives cooling to the magnet and to the pumps, even if this varies by 1 degree, it creates problem. So even I have there is a cooling fluid which goes through the source to cool. Even this cannot vary. So I have small parameters that have to be maintained to very precise values. And yeah, kilo maintain karna is pretty difficult, yeah, because I will check AC also. I'll check water chiller ka temperature. Then I'll look at air compressor. I mean, there's so many factors that I have to do it. Now I feel it is easy because I have a technical staff who is trained for last 3 years, so he's doing all this. So now I can laugh on it and enjoy the time. So yeah, so go ahead.
Ma'am, but then throughout your journey, how well supported did you feel? Like, did you have the support of scientists around you, or was it mostly like a lone solo journey?
Seriously, Prerita, if you want to see, on a very, very broad aspect, my colleagues are good human beings. I mean, scientists in general are good human beings, but everyone is busy in their own work. Yeah, they have their own journey to travel. Yeah, everyone is doing their own work. So it's very difficult for them to support the way I wanted to be supported at that moment. Not that they didn't want to, but somehow it didn't happen. Yeah, and there are very subtle problems that you. It's a very subtle thing, Prerita. I don't know if it happens in biology field or chemistry field where there are a lot of women, but in physics, yeah, it's rare to have women. Yeah, so I am only experimentalist here, and there's one more theoretician in on fourth floor somewhere. Yeah, and we could hardly meet because she is a theoretician. She has her own thing, and I'm the only experimentalist as lady here. Yeah, so that subtle difference of not having a group of your own. For example, it's very subtle. I don't know how to tell you this. Maybe you have to go through it to feel it. Like if there are 5 people sitting and it's tea time, so boys will say, "Oh, let's go out and drink tea or something." Colleagues will go out, and there you're sitting like a fool because you are a woman. You don't know whether you're supposed to go outside, so you are kind of left alone. Yeah, it's not. I don't know how to explain this. It's very, very difficult to explain that kind of loneliness, yeah, which
You felt like nobody around you had the same opinions or the same understanding as
yeah,
you,
it's
or
a small system, yeah. So to get people to just look at you or to care for you is very difficult. So expecting it is very difficult. So it has been a very, very solo journey. Very, very, very solo journey for me. I mean, I'm enjoying it now, reaping the benefits now, but yeah, during that time, I
and do
would.
you think this is across academia, or was it like your special situation, or
No, I met one or two ladies who had felt the same. I really felt few of my seniors. I met them, I think few years back I met them. And probably somewhere deep down, plus minus, everyone had the same feeling, yeah, somewhere down. On a broader context, you really can't complain, seriously. I'm at a very good research institute and I sometimes I have to fight, but I get what I need, yeah, seriously. So it's not kind of a thing you can really complain of. But it's a subtle thing, very subtle and subtle. I mean, I don't know how to explain it though. So,
yeah,
but I think all women who are independently working, I also felt at certain times people are very frightened of people who are vocal. If you're vocal, you raise your
yeah.
voice, and people are frightened, or maybe their ego gets hurt, or I don't know what is the situation, but there is a distance that is maintained if you are a vocal person. So for me, that was also a negative one because I'm a very vocal person, because I have always come out a hard way out. It makes me more stronger and more vocal, unfortunately. So instead of not speaking, I tend to speak more because I know what I have done and I stand to my point because of the hardship. Yeah, when you put, अगर तुम्हें तुमने ना बहुत हार्ड वर्क किया होगा ना किसी चीज में, you tend to strongly state about it.
True.
Always, yeah. If you haven't put your heart into it, you might not be that strong with your work, yeah. Because I have given more time to nanosims than my daughter, I know that, I mean, I don't know how to state this, but yeah, you will understand the day you put in so much effort in your passion
Yeah.
and many things, then you will be very vocal about it. You will be very, you'll
Be
feel strong
fierce.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll be
You're
fierce about
fearless, yeah. You're fearless, and then you don't get that creates more ripples, yeah. So you're
it.
distant, more distance from the normal flow. Then you get more alone, yeah.
How important did you think it was to be like vocal in your field? Did it help? Did it help you at every step, or would you do it differently?
I think it's very characteristic of a person to be vocal or not to be vocal. But Preririta, you have to understand, I'm the only experiment. Yes. So if I am submissive, probably I'm setting up a stage for others to be submissive. So if I'm not a fighter, the others will have to suffer someday. If I'm a fighter today, if I prove myself today, the next person who is going to come in an experimental field gets a gets
Slightly easier.
stage or platform set which is set by me. Maybe I'm going through a lot of problems, but I know next time my experimentalists enter, and as a woman, nobody is going to say that no, she's not going to do blue collar job and she's only going to do white collar job. I mean, that's the statements usually people put it. Oh, she'll sit and write proposal or do. How can she open a turbo pump? Or how can she repair a water chiller? And that's what I have done, Prerita. I have opened the instrument all by myself and put it back together all by myself, though the hard way. But it was only because there were few of the people who didn't think that women can really do this kind of hardship. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
lost my academic time. I lost my scientific time while doing it. I lost my Isha time basically during this time. But I made it sure that everyone looks up to me today. All people who saw me struggle do appreciate me today. So that next time a lady comes into experimental field, they don't say that.
Yeah, you've proven your point.
Yeah, for juniors too. Yeah. So I have a girl working with me, and I feel proud. Yeah, these girls are coming up and working on a very difficult instrument and are ready to take challenges also. Yeah, they're not frightened. Yeah? They're not frightened of hardship I went through and are ready to go through it. I mean, even if I think I have met girls who have come and told me that I want to be exactly like you. We have seen that you have gone through hardship, but I'm ready to go through that hardship. Yeah. So for science, their passion is equivalent to my passion. And I think, yeah, that's what role models are for probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel I did the job well.
Yeah, you have. You set an example for so many.
I'm
It's
happy about it, Prerita. I really want
you should be. You should be
more.
proud about it, ma'am.
I want them to come up, and this field, which is still only field, I think more women should come up.
And how do you think like we could bring more women into science? Like, do you
Women
think
into
there
science.
is a reason why there aren't women in science and that we can change that to bring more women here?
Yeah, Previta, I agree. I attended a very beautiful forum where it was a women in for women in science. Yeah. So there, I was a panelist, and there was a question by someone, similar question, the one you asked. And there was a lady who is a housewife and wants to come back to science and working very hard. And she was very furious, got up. I don't remember her name, unfortunately, but I should quote her here. She got up and said, that is because I don't have a wife at home. So you understand? You understand the statement. I don't have a wife at home who will cook for me and say, you go and do your job, and I'm looking after your house and your kids. Yeah. I don't have wife back at home. I am the wife. So I have to look after my house, my kids, everything, and then I have to do science. Yeah. And I am the lucky one that I have a husband who appreciates what I do, or my daughter who understands and wants to be like me. But I don't think in India there are many women who get this chance, yeah, who get this kind of a support. They would get a support of 9 to 5 system, yeah. You can go work, come back by 5, look after kids, cook, be a good wife, yeah. But when the system asks you more, asks for more, like science is not limited to timings. This is the problem, yeah. And when you're compared at a higher level, you're compared with a men who have no Indian men who probably have zero responsibility of house, yeah. But when I am compared, I mean, still I see when I'm compared for promotions or for anything, for event to be in a committee or how I'm being compared. I'm compared with a person who's totally free, has no responsibilities, right? Back at home. And I am the one who is like running. अरे ईशा का class है यार ईशा को homework करना है यार because I'm staying alone yeah with my daughter. So I am running in running mode and back of the mind I know कि आज सब्जी खत्म हो गई है यार I have to buy that I don't have that ईशा की क्लास टीचर से मिलना था यार उसका स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म लेना था. You understand? So I am doing all job with an instrument that demands 24 by 7 hours from me. 24 by 7. I have to be here 24 by 7. So even if I'm not here mentally, I have to think, वो वाला instrument वो खराब हो गया उसको कैसे repair करना है या maybe I have to call him tomorrow. Maybe we should do this and it will get repaired. So when I'm with Isha, I'm thinking about nanosims, right? All the time. And probably when I'm with nanosims at particular time, I'm thinking about Isha also कि क्रैश में फोन करूं पहुंच गई ना ठीक ठाक. So it's like a very complicated system for women. So somewhere you lack, even if you put like even if I work till night 2 o'clock, somewhere deep down 10% I will be below because I'm so worked up. तो वो प्रॉब्लम जो है जब आएगा तब दो जन जब आएंगे ना तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है. योर इंटेलिजेंस विल suffer sometimes because of your the responsibility where you really have to stand by. तो एक्सपेरिमेंटलिस्ट को स्पेशली प्रॉब्लम है. थ्योरी में इट्स नॉट सच प्रॉब्लम है. एक्सपेरिमेंटलिस्ट हैव टू डू सम काइंड ऑफ अ डोंकी काइंड ऑफ वर्क. ऑर्डरिंग करना है, नाइट्रोजन फिलअप करना है, डिस्टिल वाटर ऑर्डर करना है. So the experimentalists suffer some donkey work kind of system which they have to go through. So wastage of time immense होता है, which theoreticians probably don't have to do, and it's easier. So putting a woman into experimental side means ruining their life, yeah. social or married life, everything ruining their life. Not everyone is capable of doing so, like me, ruining your all other social life. And yeah, you really have to give up many things, yeah, to stay back. तो वो बहुत बड़ा इशू है प्रेरिता. चाहे हम लोग कितना भी बोल लेंगे हम लोग 21st सेंचुरी में बहुत सपोर्ट मिलता है या हाँ कहीं ना
हाँ.
कहीं you are being blamed for being ambitious. I was being blamed by my neighbors uh, for my me being ambitious. देखो अपनी लड़की को क्रैश में छोड़कर जाती है इतना पैसे के पीछे भागते हैं. I mean, oh, it's not about money, you know, when I'm doing science. So you have to hear that kind of comments. Really. And some days when your daughter is sick or your kids are sick, they really need mother, yeah, because they are very close to their mother. And she will say, Mommy, please don't go. Mama, please don't go. And you are like, oh my God. So you're half-heartedly going to office. So, and sometimes then you have, like I had times when Isha is young and I have to feed her. So she gets up like 3 times at night. You feed her, you change her. And at morning 9 o'clock, I have a class. Okay,
Oh my
so
God.
whole night like I'm sleeping half asleep and 9 I have to be there. So at 5 o'clock I start making my slides. So I have to teach kids. Yeah. So morning 5 o'clock I get up to make slides and 9 o'clock I give. So I will cook food for her, keep her in crash, run, and give a class. So it is very difficult for women. So if you want to really push women into science, we have to change the social structure first. So for changing the social structure, you have to really have very good crash system for kids first. very good. I mean, there should be a, I don't know, the propaganda or that the working woman is not really working for money only. Sometimes it's about passion, about science. It's really not about money. So they shouldn't be blamed for being ambitious. Yeah. So, so socially also you are pressurizing her to give up. Sometimes really people are pressurizing you. कि देखो कैसी है और हमारे बच्चों को तो इतना टाइम देते हैं हम लोग ये तो देखो अपने बच्चों को बिल्कुल मतलब it's such a bad comparison. To overcome that you need extra effort, to digest it and overcome and say that go to hell kind of a system. It really needs a lot of time. You really digest first, think for few days, then say that I'm going to do this. Now I can say that I'm immune to this kind of a system. Yeah. But initially, when people like, I mean, after 5 years or 10 years, when you are into the system, probably you have to go through the same system. You have to fight with yourself to reply to these kind of people. Yeah. The social structure is not good enough to support a working woman or
Science.
a scientific woman, and plus the support of obviously parents and husband. So I was lucky that I had a very very strong support from my sisters and my parents and my husband too. I mean, both, even my previous husband, ex-husband, was very good. I mean, very, very supportive. I can never complain. Never ever complain.
So you
So I
had a
can't,
good family support.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Blessed, blessed, really blessed. And this is the reason why I am here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been, seriously. Because the times when Isha is admitted, I have meetings which I cannot cancel. So because my parents stay in Bombay, they'll just run. I mean, they'll take the next flight and be here. Okay, you go and work, we are here. So that kind of system, I don't think everyone can afford or have. Yeah, कहीं कुछ हो गया, गिर गया बच्चा, फोन आ रहा है तुमको कि रीच योर किड इज हैज फॉलन, क्या करेंगे उस टाइम पे? इफ यू आर स्टेइंग अलोन and you have some meeting or your instrument is running at the sample चल रहा है, सारा स्टैंडर्ड कर दिया, सैंपल चल रहा है, you cannot leave it. एकदम क्रूशियल मोमेंट होता है कभी कभी, you just can't leave it. तब क्या करोगे? I mean, you need a big support at this time, very big support. तो वुमेन का सिस्टम है बेचारियों का बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, सीरियसली. आई पिटी समटाइम्स, आई सिंपैथाइज विद माय सेल्फ समटाइम्स. क्या
I
करेंगे?
hope it keeps changing, ma'am. It's like evolved a lot over time.
Yeah,
Over so much time, it has evolved, at least step by step.
step by, yeah, we are taking baby steps though.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, something that happened in Germany 50 years back, probably, or Europe 50 years back, we are trying to do today. Yeah? We
Yeah.
are repeating today after 50 years.
Exactly.
So we are very slow. So I'm happy that you're doing this. I mean, I'm very happy about this.
Ma'am, I'm so happy you're sharing this with us. Like, I always felt like there must be something that goes wrong somewhere in the process that we never make it. How do we never make it? And
It's difficult. And it's difficult for women. अभी independent होना बहुत बाकी है हम लोगों को, with thoughts also. We have gained the independence as such politically, but by thought process, I mean, I have met men who are so mean. I mean, the way they speak, the way they look at you because you are an independent woman, they demean you so much. I mean, you will see all kind of, it is like a spectra that you see. Yeah? It's a spectra. You will see very good people and you will see very, very bad people. And yeah,
all in science or like across the board?
across the board. You'll find everyone, yeah. You will find everyone. So there'll be some people who will come and support you, stand by you during the meetings, but there'll be some who will try to put you down at any cost just because you are independent, vocal. I mean, I know people who say that, look at her, I don't want my wife to be like her, independent and doing stuff the way she wants, kind of. So I know these kind of people also. So it's very, you feel embarrassed at some point, so you have to digest it and look beyond it. Yeah. You have to think, no, they are all.
They're the
कुछ तो भी
crazy
story
ones.
बनानी पड़ती है अपने आप को, you to satisfy yourself. Yeah, no, you don't.
They should have a story for themselves. They're half crazy if they're saying things like this.
India is funny place, yeah, I would say.
Yeah. But I think we are growing and moving towards something better very slowly, but
Yeah,
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 it
hoping.
is getting better slightly.
Hmm.
So I had this rapid fire for you. You can do like quick, just one, the first thing that comes to your head.
Hmm.
Okay. So who's your role model? Who do you think is your role model?
Very difficult question. I really don't have a role model, seriously. I'm sorry to say this, yeah. But maybe say Abdul Kalam.
Okay. Yeah. And which is your favorite book?
Okay, I'll change that. I like Elon Musk, yeah.
Yeah.
Person who falls down so many times and still
True.
claims to be the best. So I'll go for with Elon Musk.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite book?
Okay, so I like very philosophical kind of books. So this Paul Kilo series,
Mm-hmm.
so I like all of his books. I mean they're different, and I fall in love with each book.
Yeah, The Alchemist is brilliant. I've read that one.
I
It's
love
a
all his books, and
classic one.
I would like to follow him, but unfortunately my kind of science doesn't allow me to do it.
Dang.
Yeah, but you're right.
This might be a little difficult. Your favorite quote? Do you have a favorite quote?
As of now, when I was talking to you, it was live and let live. Says that imagination is something that cannot be bound. Yeah, so that is where the science starts. When you can imagine what is was happening or what is happening. Probably that's one of the good sayings that you can do. So it is that the logic can take you from one point to another, but imagination can take you everywhere. So that is another one. So if you say socially, I would say live and let live. And scientifically, I would say that yeah, logic can take me from one point to another, but I need more than logic in science, and that is my imagination put together with the logic, which will take me to say sky or something.
And the last one, what is one advice you would want to give to girls entering STEM, to women entering in STEM?
Never give up. Never ever give up. Never give up. Never ever listen to others who try to demean you or put down. So go by your guts, your passion. You carry it and really move in that direction where your passion says you us to go. So for that you need perseverance and yeah, patience and lot of hard work. I would also want to tell women to not take advantage of the system. I mean, I know many women who take advantage of the rules कि अरे women के लिए ये rule है. So don't go by that. What happens is men try to if you keep on taking advantage, you get labeled, you know. वुमेन तो ऐसा ही करती है. अभी प्रेग्नेंट होगी ना, अब 1 साल तो नहीं आएगी. सो व्हाट वुमेन डू, दे टेक 6 मंथ्स का, मजबूरी भी होती है, 6 मंथ्स का मेटर्निटी एंड दे विल टेक 6 मंथ्स का चाइल्ड केयर लीव. सो 1 ईयर एकदम गायब हो जाएंगे. सो समटाइम्स इट इज वेरी वेरी नेसेसरी. For some cases, I agree. But for some cases, there is a way that even if you are at maternity, maybe in 6 days' time, at least come one day, set the things, ask your juniors to do it. I mean, keep in contact with the work you are doing. Don't give the impression that I'm taking full advantage of the system. So try not to take, as a woman, not to take full advantage of the system. Try to be more sincere, serious, and connect to your work. You know, when you don't connect to your work, then you tend to take advantage कि मेरी तो छुट्टी है, मैं तो कुछ नहीं करूँगी. That doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work in science. You won't do that. Chutti means there's no Saturday, Sunday. There is no holiday for science. You know, no
If you
holiday.
love your work, there is no holiday.
Yeah, there's no holidays, and you need to work to work. Even when you're feeding your kid or you are reading a book, probably you can do your job some way or other. I don't know how to explain this, but when we meet, and I'll show you a few things which I kept on doing when, for example, I take Isha for classes. Yeah, so this class is 1 hour class. So if I drop her, I tend to do the remaining work or try to make a list of things that I need to do tomorrow for the for nanosims, and try to contact my juniors, do this, do that. So to have that connectivity
Hmm.
is important. So I would really suggest my juniors or women to go through their passion and with all patience and hard work towards it.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Fine.
ma'am. Yeah, that was
Happy.
wonderful. Had such a nice conversation with you.
So what are you working on, Prerita?
So, ma'am, currently, I mean, when we were back on campus, we had this project going called, it's part of iGEM. So, it's a molecular biology project we're doing. And basically, we're trying to come up with a system in E. coli, which is a bacteria, which is supposed to transform beta cells that produce insulin to, like, they're supposed to transform gut cells into beta cells that produce insulin. Like,
Oh, good. So
so,
what? We used a few bacterial cells in nanosynths. We just doped it with 15 nitrogen isotopes,
hmm,
and I mean with ammonium chloride. I think ammonium
yeah,
hydroxide.
and ammonium chloride, yeah.
And
So the
we,
nucleus.
yeah. So recently, we were checking which bacteria absorbs more 15 nitrogen, and we checked it on nanosynths. Recently, we did this job. Yeah.
So that's interesting. So which bacteria did you use?
I can't pronounce its name, but it's a very complex name. It is produced. It was picked up from some water sewage. It is Ochrobacterium intermedium, isolated from wastewater treatment plant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never heard of this bacteria, but
So, okay. Good to hear. Good to meet you, Prerita. Hope you do
thank
good
you,
work
ma'am.
and never ever leave science.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember me.
I
Remember me, my hardship, and don't leave science.
no, ma'am, I don't intend to.
Best
It
of luck.
was wonderful meeting you. Thank you so much.